The last 30 seconds before you walk out the door can decide whether your dog spends the next hours peacefully asleep or trapped in restless, anxious panic. Most owners don't mean to cause it. They do the sweet goodbye, the extra cuddle, the baby voice, the promises. But to a dog, that isn't reassurance. It's a loud emotional alarm right before you disappear. Dogs don't process your words the way you think. They read your body, your hesitation, your tone, and the patterns you repeat every day. If your exit feels intense, unpredictable, or dramatic, their nervous system stays switched on, pacing, barking, chewing, whining, staring at the door like it's life or death. So in this video, I'm going to give you a simple science-informed exit routine you can do in under a minute. It's built around how a dog's brain actually regulates stress, not how humans wish it worked. Do it consistently, and leaving won't feel like a big moment anymore. It becomes normal, boring, and that's exactly what your dog needs. Before we get into it, there's one rule you need to accept, and most owners hate it. Your dog doesn't need your emotions. Your dog needs your leadership. Separation anxiety isn't because your dog is needy. It's usually because you unknowingly train their brain to treat your leaving like a crisis, with tiny habits: hovering, hesitating, talking too much, sneaking out, then coming back like it's a movie reunion. So we're flipping the script. The goal isn't comfort. The goal is to make your exit feel predictable, boring, and biologically calming, so your dog's nervous system downshifts instead of spiraling. In the next minute, I'll show you a simple routine built around how dogs actually process safety. And the last step is the one almost everyone gets wrong. Fix that, and everything changes. Now we start with step 1 in the new flow. Calm the body first, because if the body is tense, the brain cannot feel safe. Most owners do the opposite. They rush around, talk fast, hover, and then try to comfort their dog emotionally. But your dog is not listening to your speech. They're reading your nervous system. Here's what almost nobody notices. Many dogs don't panic because you touch the door handle. They panic because their body is already holding tension. And that tension often lives in overlooked zones: the webbing between the toes, the chest area where the front legs connect, the shoulders, the base of the neck. When the body stays tight, the nervous system stays in alert mode. So the second your keys jingle, your dog flips into high vigilance. The fix is simple, and it takes about 30 seconds. Before you grab your bag, before you move toward the door, stand near your dog and become quiet. No hype, no baby voice, no dramatic goodbye. Use soft hands and slow, gentle pressure. Rub small circles between the toes or glide calmly along that chest connection point. Your pace should feel like you're lowering the volume in the room, not turning it up. If you're doing it right, you'll see clear signals. Their breathing slows, their eyes soften, their body weight drops heavier into the floor. That's regulation. That's the nervous system coming down from the edge. And once your dog is physically softer, they're finally ready for the next step, the one that switches their brain into calm focus while you exit. Step 2 in the flow: activate the foraging brain. This is where you stop trying to calm your dog with attention and instead use biology to do it for you. Here's the truth: a dog cannot fully forage and fully panic at the same time. Those brain states don't play well together. Panic is fight or flight, scanning, whining, pacing, waiting for danger. Foraging is seeking mode, nose down, problem solving, focused, satisfied. When the nose goes to the ground, the brain shifts gears. So don't make the classic mistake. Don't hand feed a treat from your palm right before you leave. That keeps your dog locked onto you. It increases anticipation, and anticipation is the doorway to anxiety. Instead, do this. About 20 to 30 seconds before you exit, quietly scatter a small handful of high-value, strong-smelling treats across the floor, or hide them in a snuffle mat. No talking, no eye contact, no good boy. Just drop the food like it's normal life. The moment your dog starts sniffing and searching, you've bought yourself the cleanest transition possible. Their brain is now busy doing a calming job, and their body stays regulated from step 1. By the time they find the last piece, you're already out. And that's the point. Your presence fades while they're in a state of biological satisfaction, not emotional tension. Next, we'll lock in a safety anchor that keeps them steady after you're gone. Step 3. Drop a scent anchor. This is the quiet security blanket that keeps their nervous system steady after you're gone. Most people think dogs track time like we do. They don't. Dogs track your absence through scent decay, the gradual fading of your smell in the space. And here's the problem. When your scent drops, many dogs interpret it as, my person has been gone a long time. That's when anxiety ramps up and you see pacing, barking, or hovering by the door. So we're going to hack that scent clock. Right after step 2, while your dog is busy sniffing for food, grab a piece of clothing you've worn recently, a t-shirt, hoodie, or jumper, not freshly washed. You want it loaded with your scent. Now don't just toss it on their bed like a lazy person. Do it properly. Hold the shirt in both hands and gently rub it over your dog's back and shoulders for a few seconds. Calm, slow, neutral. Then place it in their sleeping area, crate, or favorite spot. This does two powerful things. It gives your dog a fresh, dense deposit of your scent that acts like a physiological anchor. It slows the scent timer because that concentrated fabric scent decays more slowly than normal air scent, so their brain feels like you haven't truly vanished. By the time you step toward the door, the house still smells like you in the one place that matters most, where they settle. Next step, we'll make your exit predictable with one neutral cue. No emotion, no drama. Step 4, use a neutral departure cue. Predictability kills anxiety. A lot of well-meaning owners either do one of two stupid extremes. They give a dramatic goodbye like it's a breakup scene, or they sneak out to avoid upsetting the dog. Both are bad. Sneaking out is especially damaging because it teaches your dog you can vanish without warning. That creates hypervigilance. They start monitoring you constantly, sleeping lightly, tracking every movement, because in their brain, disappearance equals danger. So here's what you do instead. You tell them you're leaving, but with zero emotion. Pick one single phrase that you only use when you are actually stepping out the door. Watch the house. Be right back. I'm heading out. The words don't matter. The delivery matters. Right after you've scattered the treats and dropped the scent anchor, say your phrase in a flat, boring, monotone voice. No eye contact. No touching. Don't pause. Don't explain. Don't negotiate. Say it once and walk out. Over time, that cue becomes a reliable pattern. This boring sound means my person leaves and my person always comes back. That's what reduces uncertainty, and uncertainty is where anxiety lives. If you want your dog calm when you leave, you must make leaving feel like a normal, predictable routine, not an emotional event. Next, we finish with the step most owners mess up, the return. Because how you come home trains how they feel when you leave. Step 5, the silent return. This is the hardest for humans and the most important for your dog. Most owners come home and immediately throw a celebration. They drop their bags, rush to the dog, talk in a high voice, pet nonstop, and act like the dog just survived a war. They think they're rewarding patience, but what they're actually doing is building a painful contrast. If your return is a level 10 emotional high, then your absence becomes a level 10 emotional low by comparison. That contrast teaches your dog being alone is awful and being with you is euphoria. And that's how separation anxiety gets stronger over time, not weaker. So here's the rule. When you come home, you become the most boring thing in the house. Open the door. Walk in calmly. No eye contact. No talking. No touching. Put your keys away. Take off your shoes. Wash your hands. Move like nothing happened. Your dog might jump, spin, cry, or try to pull you into a reunion. Ignore the performance. Not coldly, not angrily, just neutrally. You are teaching emotional stability. Wait until their body settles. Forepaws on the floor, breathing normal, tail doing a soft sway instead of frantic whipping. Then, and only then, you can call them over and give calm, quiet affection for a few seconds. That's how you train the message. Your leaving is normal, and your return is normal. And normal is what makes a dog feel safe. Leaving your dog alone shouldn't feel like a crime. But if you do the emotional goodbye, the reassurance loop, the sneaking out, and the big reunion party, you're basically training anxiety on repeat. Your dog doesn't need your feelings. They need your pattern. So here's the routine. Calm the body, activate the nose, anchor your scent, use one neutral cue, and return like it's boring. Run that for 7 days, and you'll retrain the story in their brain. You leaving isn't danger. It's normal. Subscribe if you want the real stuff, not fluffy pet advice. Now tell me, what exact phrase will you use, and what does your dog do the second you touch your keys? Next video, I'm breaking down the hidden trigger inside your house that makes dogs spiral even when your exit routine is perfect. Most owners never notice it.